Hello everyone. Welcome to Day 12 of Advanced Vocabulary Power. You're doing incredible work, and today we're here to accelerate your English even further. Get ready to master 5 more powerful words that will truly elevate your communication. Let's dive in and unlock your full potential. Today's first word is inevitable. It's an adjective. This means it describes something. Let's say it together slowly. Inevitable. Now, say it with me, inevitable. Great job. What does inevitable mean? This word comes from the Latin word inevitabilis, meaning unavoidable. Inevitable means certain to happen, unavoidable. It describes something that simply must occur. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image shows something certain to occur. It highlights inevitable. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. With their strong performance, the team's victory was inevitable in the final minutes of the game. This shows how a sure outcome can be described. Here's another sentence. Change is an inevitable part of life. We all must adapt to it. This explains how certain things cannot be avoided. Now synonyms are unavoidable, certain, predestined, unpreventable, and sure. And antonyms are avoidable, uncertain, preventable, unlikely, and doubtful. Here's a simple way to remember inevitable. Think of inevitable. If something is inevitable, you simply cannot evade it, it will happen. This is a strong word for describing certainty. Let's say this phrase clearly. It's inevitable. Say it again. It's inevitable. Yes, it's bound to happen. Our second word for today is resolute. It's an adjective. This means it describes someone. What does resolute mean? This word comes from the Latin resolutus, relating to deciding, or determining. Resolute means admirably purposeful, determined, and unwavering. It describes someone who is firm in the decisions, and won't be swayed. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image conveys strong determination and unwavering focus. It highlights resolute. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. The leader was resolute in his decision to implement the new policy, despite some opposition. This shows a strong, unyielding commitment to a decision. Here's another sentence. She was resolute in her efforts to learn a new language, studying every day. This explains how strong determination leads to consistent effort. Now synonyms are determined, steadfast, unwavering, firm, and persistent. Then antonyms are hesitant, irresolute, wavering, timid, and indecisive. Here's a simple way to remember resolute. Think of resolve. If you have strong resolve, you are resolute in your commitment to something. Resolute equals resolved. This is a powerful word for describing determination. Let's say this phrase clearly. Be resolute. Say it again. Be resolute. Yes. Be firm. Resolute. Our third word for today is fervent. It's an adjective. This means it describes something. Let's say it slowly. Fervent. All together now, fervent. What does fervent mean? This word comes from the Latin word fervere, meaning to boil, or to glow. Think of intense heat. Fervent means having or displaying a passionate intensity. It describes a strong, burning feeling or belief. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image represents strong, passionate feeling. It highlights fervent. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. He delivered a fervent speech about climate change, inspiring many to take action. This shows how deep passion can make a speech powerful. Here's another sentence. She had a fervent desire to help others, dedicating her life to charity work. This explains how intense longing can drive strong actions. Now synonyms are passionate, intense, ardent, zealous, and eager. And then antonyms are apathetic, indifferent, unenthusiastic, lukewarm, and cold. Here's a simple way to remember fervent. Think of fiery vent. Your fervent passion is like a fiery vent, strongly expressing your intense feelings. This is an important word for strong emotions. Let's say this phrase clearly. He has fervent beliefs. Say it again. He has fervent beliefs. Yes. Very passionate. Our fourth word for today is discernment. It's a noun. This names an ability. Let's say it slowly. Discernment. Now, say it with me. Discernment. What does discernment mean? This word comes from the Latin word discernere, meaning to separate, or to distinguish. Discernment means the ability to judge well. It describes the skill to understand and make good decisions, often in complex situations. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image represents keen judgment and insight. It highlights discernment. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. With great discernment, the art critic identified the fake painting among the authentic ones. This shows how good judgment can distinguish between things. Here's another sentence. Her strong discernment helped her choose the best career path for her talents. This explains how good judgment leads to wise choices. Now synonyms are judgment, insight, perception, acumen, and perspicacity. And then antonyms are naivety, ignorance, obliviousness, obtuseness, and foolishness. Here's a simple way to remember discernment. Think of distinguish and learn. With good discernment, you can distinguish between things and learn what's truly important. This is a great word for making wise choices. Let's say this phrase clearly. Show good discernment. Say it again. Show good discernment. Yes. Judge well. Our final word for today is tenacity. It's a noun. This names a quality. Let's say it slowly. Tenacity. Now, say it with me. Tenacity. Outstanding. What does tenacity mean? This word comes from the Latin word tenax, meaning holding fast, or firm. Tenacity means the quality of being determined to do or achieve something, or the ability to grip something firmly. It's about stubborn determination and not letting go. Let's see a picture to make it clearer. This image conveys a powerful, unshakable grip or will. It highlights tenacity. Now, let's look at some sentences to understand it better. Despite countless rejections, her tenacity led her to finally publish her novel. This shows how strong determination overcomes obstacles. Here's another sentence. The rescue team showed great tenacity in finding the lost hikers, never giving up the search. This explains how unwavering effort can lead to success in difficult tasks. Now synonyms are persistence, determination, perseverance, grit, and resolve. And then antonyms are reluctance, weakness, surrender, apathy, and yielding. Here's a simple way to remember tenacity. Think of hold on tight. Someone with tenacity will hold on tight to the goals and never let go, like they have 10 fingers gripping. This is a fantastic word for describing strong resolve. Let's say this phrase with confidence. He showed tenacity. One more time. He showed tenacity. Yes. Firm resolve. Alright, my awesome learners. Now that we've understood all 5 words, inevitable, resolute, fervent, discernment, and tenacity, it's time to see them come to life in a simple story. Listen carefully. Try to spot each word. The story is the aspiring scientist. Dr. Anya faced a complex scientific problem. Failure felt inevitable at times, but she remained resolute in her commitment to find a solution. Her fervent passion for discovery fueled her late nights in the lab. With keen discernment, she analyzed vast amounts of data, sifting through errors and irrelevant information. It was her sheer tenacity, refusing to give up even after numerous setbacks, that ultimately led to a groundbreaking discovery. So, what's the important lesson we learn from the aspiring scientist? When pursuing challenging goals, remember that setbacks might feel inevitable, but a resolute spirit, fueled by fervent belief, can overcome them. Use your discernment wisely, and let your tenacity lead you to success. Alright, language champions. We've officially conquered Day 12 of our Advanced Vocabulary Power Challenge. You've done an absolutely incredible job today, adding powerful words like inevitable, resolute, fervent, discernment, and tenacity to your arsenal. Give yourselves a massive round of applause. Every word you learn, every example you practice, is a step closer to expressing yourself with true mastery. Keep that dedication alive. It's your biggest asset. Thank you so much for joining me and bringing your incredible energy. I can't wait to see you back for our next session as we continue this awesome journey together. If you loved this lesson, please hit that like button, share it with someone who needs a vocabulary boost, and make sure you're subscribed so you never miss out. Keep shining brightly, and I'll see you next time.